All right, listen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Follow the Thealkebulantrust on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff there. All right, so boom. This is a suggestion, a breakdown, because I don't know if you actually watched the video to do with RD saying that his mum's a witch and all that stuff there. If you haven't, go ahead, watch that video. You can pause this video and then go to the next one, open up another tab. It's cool, don't worry, because me personally, I have tabs that I've got like over 90 tabs open. It is what it is on two different devices as well. Like I don't understand what it is, but it is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's how the brain actually is in general. Like you got so many things in your mind like open. It is what it is. But that's how I work as well. Like I've got so much things. In fact, that's how life is. If you deep it, that's how life is, right? Like admit it. That's how your life is. You've got so many things open, and you're still doing what you need to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's just get back. Let's get into this video. This is just a breakdown because it's a suggested video by this person here. You can see a thing, and basically this one is a breakdown of witchcraft. I just remembered I got to do one on religion as well. All right, so because that's the other one I missed out on. So because I say spiritualism, witchcraft, spiritualism, witchcraft, juju, and then also religion as well. So yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. All right. So for me personally, I like going into a breakdown. When you're breaking down certain topics, especially something like this, it's good to look at the root word, which is the etymology, right? Now, if you go to we could do this together. So don't just take my word for it. You can real search this yourself. All right. That's what I strongly 100% recommend. It's not all about taking someone's word for it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so boom, here we go. So if you go to etymonline.com, trust me, that's the etymology dictionary, online etymology dictionary. All right, type in witchcraft, which is a noun, and let's get into it. So I'll give you a few seconds. All right, so boom, that literally was a few seconds. You know what I'm saying? If you need a little bit more time, that's okay. You can pause it and do what you need to do. And like it's not that deep. All right, so boom. All right, so witchcraft. Witchcraft, basically is witchcraft magic from wiki or see. It says see witch. So obviously now we've got to break down witch, and we've also got to break down the word craft. Yeah, because you've got two options there. So, but it also mentions power, skill. If you watch that video to do with RD saying that his mum is a witch and she's spiritual, blah blah blah, and I did mention, I believe I mentioned, I haven't watched back the video myself personally. Sometimes I don't like watching about my videos. I don't know why, but no, it's not that I don't like watching back my videos. It's got I just like keeping it moving. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, like I'm pretty sure I did mention, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you did watch that video, I did mention that witchcraft it just means power and just skill. If I didn't mention it, I'm mentioning it now. It actually means power or skill. Now, like I said, we've got to break down the two words, witch and craft. So let's break down the word witch. Let's go into that real quick. In fact, it's probably even down here further on. Yeah, it actually is. Both of them are. So, boom. Witch. Female magician, sorceress. That's what it is. Female magician, sorceress. And then it also says, in latter use, especially a woman supposed to have dealings with the devil or evil spirit to be able, by their cooperation, to perform supernatural acts. All right, that's what it actually says there. But you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna click out the other one. It basically says it's the same thing basically. So yeah, but I like to use it, and even though it does say a woman's supposed to have dealings with the devil or evil spirit and to be able to able by their cooperation to perform supernatural acts. I like to use the first words, because the first few words in whatever, the reason why I like that is mainly because it makes sense to me in terms of, I'm not saying the other one don't make sense, because then I'm just, anyway, don't know. Look, it says female magician, sorceress. That's what I mean. That's what it says, yeah? So we also have to break down, you know what a female is, right? We've got to break down magician and sorceress, right? But let's get into the word craft first and foremost. Give me a few seconds. Boom. So it's a noun, yeah? Just means power, physical strength, might. That's what it means. That's exactly what it means. You're like, I know, like, come on, like, this. Listen. So let's just get into magician, yeah? Boom. We have to break this down. We have to. Well, we don't have to, but it's better to break it down together, right? Alright, so boom. Magician, one skilled in magic or sorcery. Now we've got to break down the word magic. The art of influencing, the art of influencing or predicting events and producing marvels using hidden natural forces. So what that says to me is what? That says to me that at the end of the day, that's like betting. I don't know if you've ever made a bet. You probably have. Sometimes, maybe not that paying cash or paying whatever to say, I bet this. Like, I'll give you an example, right? Seeing as this channel is to do with African and Caribbean diaspora and all that stuff there, right? I'll give you an example. An example that I want to give you is this. You see, the World Cup qualifiers, Nigeria played Ghana. Nigeria lost out due to an away goal rule. Yeah, the second leg ended up being 1-1, and the first leg was like 0-0. But Ghana went through. And as I don't like to say I'm Nigerian, I'm more like to say I'm Biafran, but we move. But either way, I was upset. But not upset to the point that I'm like angry or whatever. I'm like, alright, it's time for banter, innit? That's why it's time for banter. And I'm like, I bet you they're gonna play Uruguay and they're gonna get knocked out. Now, I don't want them to necessarily get knocked out, because if Callum Hudson-Odoi ends up playing for Ghana, I'm gonna want them to win anyway. And I do genuinely want an African team to actually win the World Cup. Yeah, I actually do. If it's Ghana, then it's Ghana. If it's Senegal, then it's Senegal. I would love for it to be Senegal, simply because they are African champions at the point of the time of recording this video and uploading this video. I would love for them to have that crown of being African champions and world champions in the same calendar year. Do you know how amazing that would be? Like, it would be absolutely amazing. But obviously, other African teams are in there. Tunisia's in there. Is it Tunisia? I think also Morocco in there as well. I think who else? No, let me do a separate video on that. Anyway, a separate video. I may do a separate video. I don't want to say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. If someone suggests it, then naturally I'm gonna have to do it anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? But so if you want that video, leave it in the comment section below, so I can actually prioritize it and actually do it. Because I did say I'm gonna do reaction videos to the Africa Cup of Nations. All now I ain't done it. You know what I mean? And that's not because I don't. That's not to say I don't care about it, because I did care about it. But it's just, I'm like, does it make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to figure out a few things and all that stuff there. But anyway, boom. Let's get back into this. So magic, like I said, art of implementing or predicting events and producing marvels using hidden natural forces. So it's like me predicting that Ghana were gonna get Uruguay. Now, I had no idea that they were gonna be put in a group with Uruguay. I just said, I bet they're gonna get Uruguay in the World Cup at some stage. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I thought. Because come on, I think that Ghana reached the quarterfinals in the World Cup at one point. You see what I mean? And then I think that's when they played Uruguay. So it's like one could say at the end of the day, when you deep certain situations, it's like raw. How can you bet that? Like, how did you know they'll get them in? I didn't know. That's where it becomes hidden natural forces. That's something I don't even know. All I can say, that's God. But because I believe in God, and I'm not saying I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim or I'm this or that. I'm definitely spiritual though, because I'm breathing, right? But do you see what I'm saying? Like I believe that whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm saying, has power. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why they say be careful what you wish for. Because it's gonna happen. It may happen. It may not happen, but it may happen. So in the case of, let me break this down for if in terms of the perspective of Ardy, yeah, with him being his mum being a witch and she's spiritual, blah blah blah. If his mum genuinely believed and kept on saying, "Oh, I know you're gonna be a success," why do you think she believed that? Forget the whole crystals and all that stuff there, because naturally, as parents, or say, yeah, naturally, what parents are gonna believe in their children anyway. They should anyway, especially if they push them and put them in the right direction and stuff like that. Then and they can clearly see that their child or their children are talented. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and obviously there's some people that have parents that believe in them, but they didn't really think, they didn't even fathom the level of success that they may have in the future. For example, actually, I don't want to put words in people's mouths in it, so I'm gonna leave that there. But in Ardy's situation, you see what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure his mum just believed in him, and that's why she's not phased and he's not really phased because his mum kept on installing that confidence in him. So naturally, that's where it becomes a thing where it's not peer pressure. It's naturally, see what I did there. But it's like it's not. It's a thing where at the end of the day, that's magic because she predicted it. It's words of affirmation. Affirmation is magic, and it's the same. Like prayer is magic. Pray because like this is what I'm trying to say. Prayer is magic, but we're gonna break down religion in another video anyway. So also let me just get into the other thing, sorceress. If I can actually spell it. All right, so sorceress, an Anglo-French sorceress from sorcerer, see sorcerer, and sorcerer is conjurer of evil spirits. Now, here's where it becomes even more interesting. Teller of fortunes by lots of sorcerer. But anyway, conjurer of evil spirits. That's the first thing. So I'm gonna have to take that for that. But then, what is evil spirits? Evil, like this is another thing. What is evil spirits? Like let's look at the word evil. In fact, let's look at the word conjurer first. Conjurer. All right, so boom, a conjurer, an enchanter, a magician, and we know an enchanter is basically like chanting. And chanting is more to do with again affirmations, prayer. Do you see what I'm saying? Have you ever been in a situation where like, please God, let this happen, please God, or please God, don't let this happen, please don't let this happen, please don't let this happen, and it doesn't happen, and sometimes it happens anyway. Yeah, it happens anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? In fact, I won't get into that right now. But like, it is what it is. Let me go back a bit though, because there's something else I was meant to break down in terms of. Whoopsies, what did I do here? All right, so where was I? All right, so boom, evil. Yeah, let's look at the word evil. Man, I've got breaking this down. This is wild. This is wild. All right, so evil. Yeah, bad, vicious, ill, wicked. But this is the thing about the term bad and evil and those type of words there. What's evil to someone could be good to someone else. It's just perception. It's all that's all it genuinely is. It genuinely is. It's like, for example, let me break this down for you, yeah? In terms of stereotyping. I'm like stereotyping, right? Because stereotyping is a thing where at the end of the day, it's a you've been programmed to think someone is something. Yeah. So let's say, for example, like I don't go to that store anymore, yeah, but one store I used to go to, they would use the security guard would watch me like watch me watch my every step, my every move. Like it was so jarring. Like it was jarring. Why? Because the stereotype is that black men or black boys or whatever or black people still. But the funny thing is that ain't the case. White people still. Oh, don't ever get into that. Asian people still. You know what I mean? Don't even give me that. I got stories of when I was at one particular shop, and do you see what I'm saying? Like, let me not even get into that because then I'll be here all day talking about that. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but it's like I could have the perception, oh, this security guard is evil. Do you know what I mean? Or he's ill, he's vicious, he's bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, and even the word ill. Do you see what I mean? So, like, it's perception. It is perception. Yeah, because to him, to the security guard, he's just doing his job. I can't front him on doing his job. Like that's his job. His job is to watch people, like to make sure that the that shop is secured, making sure people don't steal, making sure that people are safe. Do you see what I'm saying? So to someone else, especially to that company or the organized or to that chat to that company, it's like rah. Like when you deep it, imagine he must. That's to him. That's good. To them, I mean, to them, he's a good person. But to me, he's evil. Because why would you? Do you see what I'm saying? It's perception. It's perception. Now you're probably thinking, yeah, what's that got to do with uh, witchcraft and all that stuff there? The point I'm trying to make is when you're breaking down something, it's always good to look at every single other angle. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say this person's evil for doing like I'm not gonna say that his mum is evil for being a witch or do you know what I mean? Because I don't know his mum like that. You know what I mean? Even if I did know his mum like that, I ain't gonna sit here and be on my high horse and be like, boom, this his mum's evil and because she's a witch and all that stuff there. I ain't gonna do that. Get me? But what I will do is this. I will say at the end of the day, this is just breaking down what witchcraft is. All right, so let's break down the other stuff. Make sure you stay tuned to that. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification. And if you've got any other suggestions, leave it in the comment section below. Let's go.